I'm sick of being in this court thing. What do I do? What do I do? Watch the Alpough Show, the human spirit experiment. Open your eyes. The show starts now. Welcome to Alpough, the late night version here at 9 o'clock Pacific on the West Coast and Mountain Time. Thanks for everybody who's coming in. It's coming in later. Appreciate it. Hope you're having a great Monday, and we're closing up the evening for the night. In the headlines today, first mandatory quarantines for monkeypox as White House shows concern. Belgium is 21-day lockdown for the infected. They just came out with that today. We're going to talk a little bit about monkeypox. It just came on the scene. I know it comes off as similar to the kind of a disgusting looking, and it has bumps. Now these are severe cases, but this is what we're going to be talking tonight about. First things first, please subscribe to my channel. I need you to subscribe to my channel and click that bell on so you can get reminded that I have a show on every day. Thank you so much for that. Okay, and also our first reminder, always say here, children laugh 400 times a day. An average adult laughs 15 times a day. Somewhere on the way, we've lost 385 laughs a day. So we've got to figure out how to laugh. Part of this whole deal is being an adult of your spirit, an adult of your mind, adult of your thoughts, which all comes down to being an adult of your decisions. And in this world that we're living in now, which now has got monkeypox going on here, how do we deal with it? Okay. Do we put our head in the sand? Do we put our hands up in the air? Are we going back? Are we going backwards here? Are we going forward? You read the book, 1984? Okay, everyone would probably have to read it in high school. And I just found a quick story here on Talk Road. I wanted to share it with you. So, someone read 1984 again and brought up a line in 1984. This is funny, so I want to... and describes one of the most important one. What the announcer is, the one who tells us the propaganda. What must his characteristics be? And I got to give this to Carlson on this one. It was just too funny. He was a faddish but active man of paralyzing stupidity, a mass of imbecile enthusiasms. One of those completely unquestioning, devoted drudges on whom, more even than the thought police, the stability of the party depended. Who do you think that is? What does that look like? Of course, I don't really want to say, but I will say his initials are BS. Perfect, almost the way everything's being handled here. By the way, yeah, how are we being handled? Are we being put into the illusionary state? The main thing is, you can't lie to yourself. This is about being an adult of your spirit and of your mind. This is an era where we're in where fear is ruling. So what's important for us is what Bruce Lee said. One of the best lessons you can learn in life is to master how to remain calm, calm, so that you're not running and not you're staying in the same place. We are in a place where you must question everything and make sure that you know what's on top of your head. We don't want to be brain dead. We want to be able to be someone who listens for the truth, looks for the truth, and speaks the truth. May that be you. May that be you. So we're going to talk about here about the quarantines for monkeypox, and the White House is showing some concern. So this is going to be relevant. So just to let you know, monkeypox was first discovered in the 50s, and it's only been locked in really around Central and South Africa. Usually, there's no infections that come out. But this is what really brought it up, that Belgium has a now 21-day lockdown for the infected. I want to go over an article that I think will really give us some insight about, really explains it pretty good. Okay, so I found this on the NTD News. I mean, they're the NTD News, but they also have a website. This is from NTD. And we're also going to have a doctor's opinion, a medical doctor comment on this. So stay with me. Belgium has become the first country. Has become the first country in the world to introduce a mandatory 21-day monkeypox quarantine for those who contract the virus after several cases were found, with a White House official warning Sunday that more U.S. cases are likely. Now, for those who contract the virus, will have to self-isolate, confirmed Belgium health authorities to news outlets. Individuals who have had close contact with monkeypox cases aren't required to self-isolate, but should remain vigilant if they have been in contact with vulnerable people, officials said. Now, the fourth case was reported in Belgium on Saturday, said Emmanuel Andre, the official in charge of the National Reference Lab for COVID in Belgium. This patient is being treated in Wallonia and is linked to the Antwerp event in which two other people were infected. He wrote, referring to the festival that was held in the city earlier this month. Let's see. Okay. Now, monkeypox, which originates in Africa, is a virus related to smallpox, and symptoms including a bumpy rash, a fever, sore muscles, and a headache. It's less deadly than smallpox, and health officials have said that its mortality rate is around 4%. Experts, however, have expressed concerns about monkeypox spread beyond Africa in recent days. White House officials, including President Joe Biden, said they are worried about the spread of the virus in public remarks issued on Sunday. I would not be surprised, Martha, if we were to see a few more monkeypox cases in the upcoming days. Ashley Jott told ABC News on Sundays, and I think the president's right. Anytime we have an infectious disease outbreak like this, we should all pay attention. But Joss said that the administration is confident we're going to be able to get our arms around it. No pun intended on that one. But we're going to track it very closely and use the tools we have made to make sure that we continue to prevent further spread and take care of the people who get infected. Now, in Saturday's update, the WHO said there were 92 confirmed cases in 12 different countries, which more under investigation. So far, cases have been confirmed in the United Kingdom, Italy, Sweden, Portugal, Belgium, Germany, France, Spain, the United States, Australia, and Canada. Now, Dr. Susan Hopkins, one of the top medical advisors to the UK's Health Security Agency, warned over the weekend that there is community transmission of the virus in the United Kingdom. Now, officials in Belgium and the United Kingdom said that it appears a significant portion of the virus's transmission is among homosexual males. In statements to local media, Belgium officials said that we are observing transmissions among men who have sex with men, and it is in development, that we must study properly to better understand the dynamics. Now, we're going to talk about here for a second here on what this doctor's opinion, who actually read this and made a comment, and I think is really interesting. His name is Dr. Robert Malone, and he's an MD. So we can read this. The symptoms of monkeypox are somewhat similar to, but much milder than smallpox disease. The Journal of Clinical Presentation of the Disease caused by the West African monkeypox clade virus involves influenza-like symptoms, fever, body aches, chills, together with swollen lymph nodes. A rash on the palm of the hand is often observed in the latter stage of the disease, which may last for up to a month or more in some cases. May involve small lesions which develop a crust and which can result in a small depigmented scar. There is no evidence of asymptomatic transmission. In other words, current medical knowledge indicates that it is only spread by person-to-person contact between an unaffected individual and someone who already has symptoms of the disease. Therefore, disease spread can be readily controlled by classical public health interventions such as contact tracing, temporary quarantine of those who've had physical contact with someone who's infected, and longer-term quarantine of those who develop symptoms. Essentially, all the current cases in the West, which we are seeing in the news, are among men who have sex with men and appear to be due to close physical contact. Monkeypox is epidemic in many parts of Africa and is a zoonotic virus, meaning it can be transmitted from a variety of animals, not just monkeys, to humans. Initial animal to human transmission, followed by limited human to human transmission, is probably the cause of the sporadic cases typically observed in Africa. Chickenpox, which is highly transmissible, is not part of the genus of orthopox virus, despite that name pox. Once again, for emphasis, cowpox and camelpox are also in the genus orthopox virus, and they are not particularly pathogenic when contacted by humans. Just because monkeypox is a pox virus in the genus orthopox virus does not mean it is particularly deadly. So here's what we have is this is the beginning stages. We don't know, what the whole case of this is. All right. It's important for us to stay calm, and again, there's so many things that you could wrap around this. We have just had the World Economic Forum. The WHO just formed this treaty with all the 194 nations. And then all of a sudden, just as this is coming up, you've got this. This is very rare. We will keep an eye on it. Okay. And just but again, it's not what you call, it's not like the other one where, you can only cough, right? Sneeze. This peers on you. Okay, so people will get noted immediately if you see them. And so again, this is just beginning. Literally have had, according to the actual article, only 92 cases have been supported on the whole earth. I don't know if you can put that in any kind of a 0.00000000000 point, I mean 0.1, you know, okay, because there hasn't even had any deaths. Also, no one's died from it. At least I haven't heard. Now, tell me what you think about it. You think this is the next big one? Okay, it was, I mean, is this the next one? I guess we're going to know. But we seem to be on a teeter totter. We seem to be on a roller coaster. We seem to be in a complete drama matrix. Again, it just kind of adds to it. Again, I've read this before. Did you know the Matrix is really an allegory of the current extremely anti-human socio-economic system where the majority doesn't even know he is born to be a slave? His public debt and the interest shows that, and where the machines are a symbol for the unfeeling psychopaths who made and run the system. Now, whether or not you want to believe that or not, it just seems that we're on a merry-go-round, we're on a roller coaster. Each day is different. That's why I come on twice a day, because there's lots of things to discuss. So tell me what you think. Do you think this is a new one? Okay. Do you know anybody that's ever gotten it before? What do you think of it? So I'll be back tomorrow. We got 2 shows coming in tomorrow, and I really appreciate all those who came in. Really appreciate you. Let me hear a comment from you. Appreciate that. Do give into the fear. Don't. I think you were saying don't give into the fear they are putting out. Sorry, George Bush. You need to. I know that was a Freudian slip. 1958 is when I think you probably said that I said it was in the 50s. So I think Trish came up and said it's in the 1958. So anyway, I hope this is informative. I hope this will make you even do your own research. But again, that's what we're here to make you think. So you become an adult of your spirit. Adult that mother wants you to do is grow up, because it's time for us to grow up and grow up right. Until then, I will see you tomorrow.